This video is dedicated to all the hardworking immigrant parents who are not yet aware of the opaque, illogical, and sometimes brutal reality of the US undergraduate admissions. Many families who have seen a great deal of success in the American life are often the most blindsided by American college admissions. So we're going to unpack this contradiction in this video. Let's say you're head of the immigrant family, built a life in the US corporate world, and you understand that you rise by performance, not pedigree, not politics, not background. You simply work hard, produce results, and merit moves you forward. So naturally, many high-performing immigrant parents believe US college admissions will work the same, but the truth is they don't. The US undergraduate admissions system is the one place in American society where meritocracy breaks down consistently. And this catches many first-generation and immigrant families completely off guard. So why is that the elite college admissions feel so broken? Well, at top schools, admissions is shaped by factors few meritocratic systems would ever tolerate. So here are the factors for elite colleges. First is the legacy preferences. They care about the family bloodlines. Second, the athletic recruitment, regardless of the academic standing. And third, they employ affirmative action and diversity goals. And they have their own unpublished institutional priorities, whether it be picking students based on geography, development goals, yield rates, such and such. You can look up SAT ranges for these colleges online, but they don't tell you who gets in below those averages, and your child likely doesn't fall into those protected categories. Especially, I'll be talking to the Asian parents and Asian students. I myself have gone through this college admissions as an Asian, and I can definitely tell you that even a perfect score doesn't guarantee anything. A near perfect score doesn't guarantee anything. In fact, they often need above the published stats just to stay competitive. And yet many families still believe, oh, if my child does well in school with high GPA, everything else will fall into place. So high in GPA, high chance in getting into Ivy. But this is completely wrong. And sometimes I wonder, what if my parents, because I didn't know any better when I was going through high school about the reality of the US college admissions, what if my parents had realized this? Maybe things might have been different. Who knows? Unfortunately, we meet too many families who have students that are heading into their senior year who are only now discovering this reality. The story is very painfully common. The oldest child did everything right in school. They got A's, behaved well, avoided distractions, and they go through the college application process, and then March comes around for decisions, and they see that they're being rejected from schools where peers with lower stats are getting in. So they don't see the results that they expected. And why is that? They make the mistake of focusing on school, and that will propel them to top colleges. But the real component of college admissions is strategy, is narrative, and positioning. This is far more important than just being a good boy or girl and getting good grades in school. This is far more important. And that strategy needs to start by 9th grade, if not sooner. And you as a parent watching, you might think, well, we've lived here 20 years. We know how the system works. But here's the paradox. The more fluently you operate in the America's corporate meritocracy, the more shocking it is to realize that college admissions is polar opposite, because you assume fairness, logic, and transparency, But your child, especially if they're Asian, middle class, or outside of university's target demographics, they have to play by different rules. This is not college admissions. So that's why you see in plenty of college info sessions where the guides will tell you, hey, don't worry. Half the students score below 750 on their SAT section. It's just the average. But what they don't say is who got in with a 700 score on both reading and math. Were they recruited athletes, legacies, underrepresented minorities? And if your child is not one of those buckets, they're not safe below average. In fact, even above average is not safe anymore, especially for overrepresented groups. So that's why we urge parents, if your child is in 9th grade or younger, now is the moment. Start early. Start building the narrative. Invest in challenge. Look beyond grades and focus on differentiation. That's the only way to stand out in a system that often seems designed not to reward straight A students. Every year we hear the same stunned voices from smart, capable families. We just didn't know it worked like this. They've done everything right by professional standards, and they're shocked to find that in college admissions those rules don't apply. Even students who could have succeeded, students with talent, drive, and integrity, fall short simply because their families did not know timing, the strategy, and the differentiation they needed for the college admissions prep. Differentiation. And it's not their fault. It's a system that rewards knowledge that no one teaches. So, if you're watching this and your child is still in middle or early high school, now is your chance to get ahead of the curve. So, subscribe for more honest insights about U.S. college admissions, and share this with another parent who needs to hear this message. Because when you understand the system for what it really is, you stop hoping and start planning.